Hey YouTube, JoJo3102 here. Welcome back to part 2 of Before There Was Paracord, There Was Nylon. And I just want to finish out just showing you a couple of the last little bit of things I made before I got some paracord and got into doing paracord things, lanyards and bracelets and things. Um, are these couple of little lanyards, uh, key fobs, knife ends, flashlight ends, however you want to look at them. Here, you've seen these on the ends of a lot of knives. A lot of people put these on the end of their knives or flashlights. A lot of probably a little smaller, but I made them kind of bigger for, carry on the keys, use as a zipper pull or as a extra, whatever you need for your keys or, whatever you want to use it for. Instead of making them smaller to fit on the ends of knives and flashlights and gadgets like that. So, as you can see here, some of them are, a little more at the end, cut them off closer, bigger or smaller loops, all depending on what you want to use them for. And then this one actually has that wrap here, and then goes into that knotting bracelet, kind of a knotted bracelet end that I was telling you about earlier that I showed you, you know, with the red one here. I showed you how to make that knotted ends here. That was just because I had a lot of extra here at the end of this particular chain or lanyard when I was making it, so I decided, oh, let's see what we can do, fun with this. So those are those couple there. And then this is another cobra stitch, I think it is, people call it, or something of that nature. Just added on two keychains here, so that way they can be pulled. I use this on the back of my my backpack. I kind of put one end on the zipper pull, have this end so that I can use it on there for that. Use it on there so I can get to the zipper because they're kind of real small zippers. So there you go there. The other lanyard was this one, a box knot, similar to what if you look at one of my earlier videos called a new lanyard, I made one with paracord similar to this. This was the first one I made, that box knot here. I practiced with this first. This is pretty cool. I kind of like it. It's kind of thick, real big, holds keys really well. You has a good handle here that you can hold on to your keys with, and real solid right here that you can hang your keys from, or like I said, zipper pull or whatever else kind of gear you want to add it to if you'd like to make something like that big there. These two are two final bracelets that I made. I wanted to show. This one, same kind of stitch that I did before, that cobra stitch in there. And if I'm wrong, somebody sin it, not, somebody can feel free to correct me, that's fine. But this one, what it was this one was a little bit tighter. Excuse me. I made this one a little bit, as I went, I kind of kept pushing that knot up closer so that it got real tight along that inner core, as opposed to, something like that where it's kind of, you can actually see the zigzag line a little better, see that inner core, that white inner core. Was with this one, it's in there, the white is really covered up. It's pushed in real tight. See if I can get in there any closer. There you go. So you can still see that white core, but you can see where it's tightened up. The knots are a little tighter than compared on something like that one there. And then this bad boy, that's a big knot, right? That's a big bracelet. I made this one. This was supposed to be, I think, a super cobra or king cobra or something. And it's basically, you take a bracelet like this, you make this first initial one here, so you can see the size difference there. This one's a regular size bracelet, and then this one's huge compared to it. But what I did was I made a bracelet like this first, and once I got to the end, I flipped it around, and then I stitched back down. So that made it increase. If you really look in there, you can see the middle is supposed to be purple, and if you really look, you can see there's already that stitching going on inside. underneath this braid here. This one on the outside. There you go. Another, you kind of see that in there. So I made this, and I had started to come back. I did this the second one here, and I had started to come back with a third stitch back down. But it was ridiculously huge. I mean, it sat out about that much further. I couldn't bend it. I couldn't get it to the knot and the loop to go together. So I had to take it back apart, undo it, and just take it with two. So this is one bracelet here. You know, it's pretty thick. I mean, you look at it. I can get it on, but it's not that easy to do. Especially looking through a viewfinder of a camera. Oh, that's not too bad. I got it in there. But, you know, you can take a look compared to the regular bracelet. That's a huge bracelet to be wearing. But, I mean, that's a lot of extra cord. So, you know, if you needed it for something, you got it right there. So that's that right there. And then the last one that I had to show for you, again, was you know, fooling around, seeing what I could do. I started making with this stitch here, got going, decided to change it up in the middle, and focus, go to that braiding knot here a little bit. Got that going there. You know, and then came back to doing a stitch, this cobra stitch here. Again, like I said, if that's not what it's called, please somebody correct me, and you know, I apologize. That's what I could have swore it was called. And then come back here, back down to this stitch again, or this braiding going on down here at the very end. So, you know, just something. I mean, it's a lot longer than any of the other ones. You know, so. You know, look at that compared to that bracelet there. You can see how much longer it is. But like I said, I was just messing around, maybe something for a lanyard, something. I was just seeing what you could do with it. So yeah, so that's my video. Thanks a lot for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. That's a lot of that's a lot of nylon right there, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.